Hey beautiful women, how are you? Excited to come in here today. When you jump on, let me know where you're tuning in from, and if you're watching the replay, let me know where you're watching from. I love to see that this is such a beautiful global community, women all over the world. So I know it's nighttime for some of you on Monday, but here in Australia it is 10 a.m. So I really wanted to come in here to talk today about elevating your vibration and becoming magnetic. I posted a few days ago in this group asking for some inspiration for some trainings, and that was one of the things that came up, elevating your vibration. And it's so key to everything. So all the other questions that were asked or everything else you want to know, this is really your answer to everything, right? To any challenge you have in your business, this is it. This is your answer. So no matter what you feel like you're challenged with, if you feel you're challenged with, signing clients or recruiting team members for your network marketing business. Hi Jazdeep, how are you? Whatever you think your challenge is, this is the answer, right? Elevating your vibration. And so I feel like I haven't been in here for ages. I used to do lives in here every week, and I've just had so many other things going on. I haven't been doing them as regularly, but I love coming in here. What I've realized is I haven't been doing as many live trainings, and I actually love, I love doing these trainings. I love talking, I love sharing, and so interact and, feel free to ask any questions as we go. So elevating your vibration. So here's the thing, right? We've talked about this before, but we are all energy, right? This is a vibrational universe, which means that we are always emitting an energy, and we receive back whatever we're a match to, right? Whatever we're a match to. So there's no way of getting around it. People who say the law of attraction doesn't work for me, or I can't raise my vibration, or I can't attract clients, you are always attracting what you are a match to. Always. So it's not about mastering manifestation, right? Like, I think that's the thing. There's a lot of talk about manifesting and manifesting rituals and how to manifest. There's no magic ritual, right? There's no magic ritual because we are in a natural state of manifesting all day, every day. We are attracting what we're a match to. But when we talk about elevating your vibration so you can attract clients or make more money or whatever it is, that's often what people are talking about, right? Raising your vibration so you can be a match to the things that you want to call in. Because here's the thing, if you're operating, like this was absolutely me. So I know that some of you can relate because, it's so funny. Like I was on a call with my coach yesterday and she said, you're so much like me. And it's so interesting. I have that same feeling when I'm on a call with clients too, right? Is that we attract people like us. So I know that some of you are going to totally get this. But when I was in, my network marketing business, and then when I started my coaching business, I was showing up, taking all the action, right? I don't want to say natural energy state, but my way of operating, right, for most of my life has been in my masculine energy. And what I mean by that is it's very process driven, very structure driven. Okay, give me these actions. Every day I'm going to go do this, do this, do this, do this. And that's how I'm going to get there, right? Putting on all this hard work. My dad was a hard worker. I've shared this before. And so my belief was I had to work hard to get by. I had to work hard. And so I put in all this effort and all this action. But no matter how much effort and action I put in, I wasn't getting anywhere. So freaking frustrating, right? So frustrating. I get it. I was there many, many months in my coaching business. I made $0, or maybe $500, or the most was, I think, a $1,200 month. But there were many months of $0. And I was showing up. I was taking the action. I wasn't hiding. I wasn't not doing the work. I was doing all the things, right? And very similar to the things I'm doing now. But what's changed is my energy has changed. So this is what I want you to get. It's never your action, right? It's always your energy. And so to be a vibrational match to what you want to call in, it's not about raising your vibration in the sense that I feel like when people talk about raising their vibration, they focus on things like, what if I meditate for longer, or, do a full moon ritual, or do some, do some journaling, do some exercise, I don't know, have lots of crystals or angel cards or, you know, whatever it is. Like they kind of do all these, focus on all these spiritual things in an effort to raise their vibration. Now, some of those things can help for sure. And I use some of those things. I love journaling. I meditate. I love this little oracle deck of cards I've got. If you want a little oracle deck of cards, this Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. I love them. They're so good. But that is not, they are not the keys to raising my vibration, and they're not the keys to you raising your vibration either. And what I mean by that is that if you're wanting to call in more clients or more money, it's not about, it is about feeling good, but it's not about ignoring how you really feel about your business and then just going and doing things that make you feel good. Like, for example, you might be able to go for a run and do a meditation and do a full moon ritual and feel good in those processes. But when you sit alone and you think about that goal you're wanting to create in your business, you might be full of frustration and worry, right? Does that make sense? So raising your vibration isn't about doing things to make you feel good. It's about uncovering what your real vibration is in relation to what it is you want. So one of the big things that I always work on with clients and with, you know, in the group programs as well, is you must have a goal. And it's not that it's important to have a business plan and have everything mapped out, but what a goal does, having a goal gives you a point of measurement, so to speak. So if you're wanting to create a 10K month this month, for example, right, then what happens is when you feel into that, and it's not how you think about it, but when you feel into it, when you close your eyes and you feel into how that feels, what are the feelings that are coming up? Do you feel like excited and lit up and eager and like, of course, yes, it is going to come? Or do you feel like, fuck, like that feels so big. I don't know where the clients are going to come from. How do I get them? Maybe I need to do a 5-day little training. Maybe I need to, like, I don't know, reach out to another 100 people. Maybe I need to run a webinar. Like, what's the right marketing strategy, right? If you're in a state of doubt and worry and fear in reaching that goal, that is your point of attraction in your business, right? That's your point of attraction. So when you sit alone quietly and, like I said, feel into your goal, and it's got to be feeling into your goal, not just feeling into your business, because you might really connect with and love the work you do when you do it, right? You might really love that you get to change lives and love when you work with people, but you might be shit scared of selling, right? You might be shit scared of rejection. And so when you feel into signing more clients, there still might be a lot of fear attached to it, right? And so this is the thing, that is your point of attraction. That's what you're magnetizing. Whatever you really feel about that goal, that's what you're magnetizing, right? So I hope that makes sense. So when you're, like I said, if you're thinking about the 10K month and you feel into it and you're like, oh my God, where are they going to come from? And it's frustration and doubt and worry, that is your resistance. So to raise your vibration, to be an energetic match to making 10,000, which you can all do, right? If you've all got a business, you could all make 10,000 this month. Like, it's so possible. What you need to do, though, is not to meditate more and pray more in a full moon or any of those things. I'm not saying, like I said, I do meditate and I do journal, and I use journaling to shift my resistance, but it's done in a specific way, right? So what you need to do is uncover what those resistant thoughts are. What is your dominant energy around your business? When you really feel into that goal, what is the dominant energy that's coming up? Like, when you think about it, are you just full of excitement and you're trusting the universe is bringing it to you and you're fully trusting your guidance? Or are you stuck going, shit, there's only 6 days left in the month. How am I going to make it happen? Right? Not believing that it's coming to you. How am I going to make it happen? How am I going to do the right things? I need to learn more organic marketing. I need to build a funnel. I need to do all this stuff to bring it to me, right? So if you're in that second place, then you're doubting. You're not believing. You're not in belief, right? And so this is the thing. So then your point of attraction is, I don't really believe this is possible. Let me go out there and do all the things to make it happen, right? So the way to raise your vibration is to uncover those doubts and fears. So to sit down with yourself, with your goal, you must have, like I said, a point of measurement. Otherwise, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I really want to get to a 10K month. I know it's going to happen, but they push it out so far in the future that they're never actually dealing with the reasons they're not getting any closer. Okay, so I went month and month and month in my business. And of course, every month I had goals of signing clients, but I wasn't really checking in with a specific goal and going, okay, what really are the reasons that I don't believe I can have it? And it wasn't until I started doing this work that everything shifted, right? I went from 0 months, $500 months to a 5K month to a 15K month. And that's available for you too. That's what I want you to get. It's only your resistance that you're holding onto that is affecting your vibration. So when you think about your goal, like I said, you've got to have a goal, something measurable, right? So if you're in business, number of clients, and then if it's not a 10, ask yourself why. Like, what are the stories that you're telling yourself about why you can't have that, right? What are the stories you're telling yourself? And it might be, I feel like I need to learn more. I feel like I don't have enough experience. I hate sales. I'm not good at sales. I'm not sure if I'm doing the right things. I'm not sure if I'm saying the right things to attract my clients, right? All of those things. Is this making sense? I can't see any comments. I'm not sure if there are any, but let me know if this is making sense and if you've got any questions. So all of those things are resistant thoughts that go against your desire, right? They go against your desire. All of those thoughts are what is blocking it. If you don't believe that you can have it, if you don't feel worthy of it, if you don't feel enough, if you don't know that you've got everything inside you right now to create it, then you're repelling it because you're not a match to it. So the way to, like I said, raise your vibration is to uncover your resistance and release it, let it go, right? And the way to do that, this is one of the things I go deep into, right, in my coaching, but the way to do that very simply is to be able to identify those resistant stories and then to shift your perspective on them, right? To shift your perspective. So to give you an example, one of the things in the beginning that, before I really started shifting my energy in my business, one of my stories was like I hadn't actually done that many coaching clients, right? So I was like, I'm not sure if I'm that good at this. I'm not sure, I'm not sure if I'm good enough, right? So when I was on calls with clients, my energy was like, this is what I'm saying I can do, but I'm really not sure if I can do it. I'm really not that confident in myself and my abilities. And so what I had to spend time doing is I had to spend time going, okay, I hear that resistant thought, right? I hear that resistant thought and kind of talk to that part of you. And I do use journaling for this, to sit down and then go, okay, that's cool, but let's just go over how have I helped people before in the past? However small it is, how have I helped people transform before? And I'd then connect to all of the clients that I had, even if I'd just done 1 or 2 sessions with them, even if it was a free session, I'd just connect to how have I helped people shift before in the past, right? Really connect into, so it's building my confidence, right? And how do I know my work is powerful? Like, how's it helped me, right? So connecting to, even if I haven't helped that many other people, I know this shit is real because it's helping me, right? And so I spent the time to then connect to that better feeling story. Because here's the thing, that the shitty story is always available. It's just that we're so practiced for so many years and focusing on it that we're magnetizing that to us. So all of the other things, like I said, all of the other things you like doing as part of your spiritual practice, absolutely do them, but don't have a desire, feel shit about it, and then surrender and trust the universe is working it out. Because what the universe is doing is not magically bringing things to you. It is, but it's bringing what you're a match to. So if you don't believe, if you want a $10,000 month, but you actually don't believe that you're good enough, that you're worthy, that you're capable of it, that it's available to you, then you're not bringing it into your reality, right? You're attracting whatever you feel about it. So if you feel like I'm not good enough yet, then you won't be bringing it to you. Now, the other thing, this is a challenge for me, which took many, many months to overcome, is if you need the goal or the desire to actually feel good about yourself. So if you need to get the clients to know that you're a good coach, to feel good enough, then you're repelling it, because that's still coming from a place of lack and fear and not feeling worthy, right? So if you need to sign clients or you need to get that money to be good enough, then you're repelling it, right? Because you're coming from a place of, I'm not good enough or worthy yet. And when someone says yes to me, then I will be, right? And you can't get there from there. So that's what I'm really trying to convey to you today, that you're getting whatever you're a match to. When you know your shit is amazing, when you know your work changes lives, when you feel worthy of it, when you love sales, when you love putting yourself out there, when you are just excited for your goals and your desires to come, and you trust that you can be shown the way, you don't know that you need to figure it out, that is when they are coming to you, right? When you tune into your desire, you should feel excited. You should be like, fuck yes, of course this is coming, because I'm a match to it and I desire this, and the universe has my back and I'm being guided, right? So that is how you raise your vibration. Uncover those resistant, limiting stories. And if you think that you've got a story or a belief that you can't shift, that's bullshit. You can shift it, right? There's nothing you can't shift. We are not, most of your limiting beliefs come from fear of being rejected, fear of not being loved, fear of not being enough. We're not born with these fears, right? They are learnt behaviors. There's only two fears we're born with. One is a fear of falling, and one is a fear of really loud noises. That's it. All other fears are learned. So your fear of what people think, there's a part of you, or that needing validation from others, there's a part of you that, has chosen to believe a fear that you're not good enough unless insert whatever other thing, external thing you need to feel good enough. And a shift in perspective can shift that thinking. It's all a shift in perspective. And so that's how you change your vibration. It's uncovering all of those limiting thoughts. Anything that goes against your desire, or you wanting to have your desire, any story you have. I've got 3 kids and I don't have that much time, and I'm not that good at social media, and I don't know what to say. All of that's all your resistance. None of that's truth, right? Because when you connect to the truth of who you are, and you know that you're enough, and you unapologetically show up as you'll be guided. When you clear that resistance, you'll be guided. You'll be a match to what you want, and things will magically unfold, right? So if you want to be more magnetic to the clients, to cash, whatever it is, you need to be in a place where you believe it is coming. You believe it's coming. You're excited that it's coming, and there's not any thoughts of why you can't have it, right? And there's no attachment also to the outcome. You can't be needing it to happen so you feel enough within yourself, right? I hope that makes sense. Okay, cool. Carrie Ann's getting this. Okay, cool. Awesome. So it's always about, like I said, use the other things, like use journaling or meditating or whatever else you're doing to assist you in shifting this. But you must uncover those limiting stories, that resistance. It is the core of everything. Like, you cannot attract what you want from a place of, I just don't know how it's going to happen. I don't believe it's going to happen. I don't feel good enough. You're not a match to it, right? You're not a match to it. You need to be a match to your desire, which means it's just about your relationship with you. It's just you believing it. When you believe it, you'll attract other people in that also believe it and see that in you, right? It's interesting. When I first started my coaching business, I had, discovery calls with people and, that didn't sign up. And what's interesting is that when I shifted my energy many months later, like 6 months later, some of those people actually became clients that I'd spoken to 6 months prior. And like I said, nothing, what had changed was my energy. And so what that had changed was my results, right? So your results will change when your energy which is your belief, right? Your thoughts, it's your relationship with you. Your thoughts, your feelings about your desires, right? It's when you change those that you become you're then magnetic in a different way. You're always magnetic, but if you want to be a match to your desires, you have to be in this state of absolute belief and certainty about them. And I promise, from wherever you are, you can get there, right? You could feel like a 2 out of 10 to your desires today and shift it to a 10. When you are able to uncover and release those resistant stories, you can shift to a 10 and your reality can change in a couple of days. When I started really grasping this and integrating this into my life and my work, like I said, I just had a couple of months of $0 in my business. And, you know, I'd had the conversation with my partner that if I seriously couldn't start making money, I'd have to go and get a job. We kind of gave me 3 months, right, to get my shit together. Otherwise, I was going to have to get a job because I was running out of money fast. And, you know, I hired a coach, which helped me do this. And what I did was I shifted my belief, I shifted my energy about believing that clients were going to sign, feeling good enough for them to sign, knowing that they were coming, and I was aligning to signing 3 clients for my beta program. And it took me a couple of weeks to really shift my energy, to keep uncovering every day, uncovering the resistant stories and then working on shifting them, right? And I was deep in doing these processes to help shift it. And then I signed 3 clients in 3 days, right? And the rest is history. It's just like one thing after another. Every day I check in, I release resistance every day. There's always things that come up, right? When you're trying to go to a new level, there's a whole lot of new resistant thoughts. Oh my God, how am I going to do that? And, you know, no matter how good you are at doing this, as you start to scale, there are different resistant thoughts. So one of my clients, her goal was 30K. We got her to 30K, which was awesome. But then she wanted to go to 40K. Now going to 40K, there was a whole new level of resistance because at 30K, she was kind of maxed out with her energy and time and what she was wanting to put into this. Like she wanted to grow a business that, that she had free time. She had time to spend with her family. She didn't want to be working 60 hours a week. And so she couldn't see how she could get to 40K without sacrificing more time, right? And you might think, well, that is a logistical thing you need to get around, which is true, it is. But when your belief is, I can have whatever I want, right? And you shift the limiting stories that you attach to it, the right things unfold to help you get there. So what I mean by that is that in aligning with 40K and releasing the resistance around it had to take up more of her time. That was the big thing. She was able to release that and then be magnetic to support that could come into her business to help her. So that month she brought on 2 new sort of assistant coaches to help her with things, right? So this is the thing, like, you know, and I talk to a lot of, women, mothers especially, who believe that creating a 6-figure business will take away too much time from their family. It's just absolutely not true. I work far less now. I mean, I was working full-time as a general manager on a salary of sort of 150 and, worked 40 to 50 hours a week. I now, have easily a 6-figure business, going to multiple 6 figures. And I work I was thinking about it the other day, I probably only work 20 hours a week, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I don't sit down and just work all day. I like do some work and then I might do something else. And then it's sort of, and I know that as I expand, I will work less and less because I'm calling in support to help me too, right? So whether that's a VA or an assistant coach or whatever it is. So, but what I just want you to get is that it's not what you think your problem is. It's just that you're holding on to that resistant story. You can have whatever you want. You can have a 7-figure business and work 15 hours a week if you call it in and you align to it and you trust that you will be guided to the right steps. So a big part of this is when you're aligned to your goal, trusting your intuition and your guidance, right? That is key. It's not up to you to figure it all out. You will be shown the how. You will be guided when you choose to tune in and trust. So uncovering those resistant thoughts, that's I talk about it a lot, resistance to resistance. Maybe it kind of doesn't quite sink in, but this is the thing that stops you from having what you want, right? Because we're in a natural state of manifestation, right? In a natural state of manifestation, you're always getting what you're a match to. So everything in your life is a reflection of what you believe about it. Everything. Right? So when you shift your beliefs or your thoughts, your stories, you'll just attract new things in. And it doesn't need to be hard. It's just that you need to uncover what they are. You need to uncover what those thoughts are that are going against what it is you truly desire. And I promise you, if you're not getting what you want, there's resistant thoughts there. There's limiting thoughts. You might think they are reality. You might think that it's legitimate that you need to build a website or spend the next 3 months writing a program, but I'm telling you it's not. Like, there's nothing you need to do. If you have a service-based business, especially, I mean, look, if you're producing a product, potentially you need to get something manufactured, right? But if you've got a service-based business, there's no reason you can't start earning the money you want today, right? Today, and call it in today. So I hope that's made sense. I feel like I kind of had 1 or 2 notes, but I haven't even looked at them. But so it's always about uncovering those resistant thoughts, those limiting thoughts, and releasing them. So step 1, absolutely, you must have a clear goal, right? You need to know what you're aligning to, right? Raising your vibration is, yes, when you feel better, you call things in. But when you think about your business, if you feel like shit, then you're not calling in things around your business, even if you're feeling good when you're doing other things, right? So having a clear goal so that you can really tune into it. Close your eyes, tune into it. How much do you believe that it's actually coming, that you're actually going to do it? And if it's not a 9 or a 10, just ask yourself why. What are those resistant stories? What are those limiting thoughts? What are all those negative thoughts playing out in your head that are telling you why you can't have it, right? That is all your resistance to shift. Journaling is a great way to do it. And that will raise your vibration, right? That will raise your vibration. So it's not that you need to meditate to raise your vibration. You can do some journaling. You can even do it all in your head, but you need to uncover those limiting thoughts and shift them. You can use, meditation's a great thing to do. Don't get me wrong. I love meditation, and so is journaling, and so are lots of other things, but do those to make you feel better, connect deeper to your soul, but you must actively shift that limitation, that resistance, and that raises your vibration to be a match to what you desire. So I hope that's made sense. And I've posted about it already in this group, but this is exactly what I'm doing in the new little aligned abundance intensive I've got coming up in a few weeks. It's a 4-week kind of express course. I've never done this before. It's like a 4-week group intensive to really do this, right? It is all focused on around uncovering those resistant stories, shifting your energy, understanding what they are, and understanding there are many different ways that you can have limiting thoughts. And this is why I still have a coach, right? I teach this stuff. I coach with this stuff, but I still need help. Sometimes it's hard to see my own blind spots, right? And so I have someone that helps me. And so what this little 4-week intensive is going to do is help you really clearly uncover your resistance, uncover your limitations, and teach you processes to deeply shift them, right? To shift them and shift them daily. And this is what I love to do with all my clients, is empower you, right? Give you the tools that you don't need me on a daily basis. You can sit down and you can uncover your resistance and you can shift it and you can feel amazing about your business. And when you do, you will call in what you want. So I'll put the link, I'll pop it back up here in the comments and in the header for this. So if you want to check it out, there is a early bird rate just available until today. The 4-week program starts on the 16th of November. It's going to be 2 calls a week, which will be like a training, which will go a lot deeper into things. I'll actually give you the processes and teach you how to do the work. And then, so a combination of teaching and then Q&A, right, at the end. So like Q&A, kind of hot seat coaching. So anything you're feeling challenged around, any questions you've got around the training, we can go through those on the spot. So it's like a really express intensive 4 weeks. It will change your reality. So excited for those of you that are ready for that really want to elevate your business and do it before Christmas, right? Let's get it done. So looking forward to welcoming you all in. And any questions about what I've gone over today, put it down in the comments as well. Any questions about the Aligned Abundance course, send me a PM and let's chat privately. And I hope you have an amazing day. Bye for now.